1 liter of 50% alcohol is mixed with 4 liters of 25% alcohol. What is the percentage of the alcohol in the resulting mixture? Now, to solve this type of problem, actually this can be best solved or best imagined using the setup really of mixing. Look at this one. This might be your mixer, okay, with a stirrer. Let's put a stirrer on it. Okay. Now, there are two input streams here when you tried to mix. Okay, you tried to mix. One of the stream is 1 liter of 50% alcohol. Okay, the volume is 1 liter and the concentration is 50% alcohol. You also tried to mix it with 4 liters of 25% alcohol. Okay, and you are asking for the product stream, which will be formed out of this mixture. So as you can see, it's like entering equals living. There are two entering streams. Okay, this is actually solved chemical engineering sense. Okay, like you are really indeed mixing, and then you will be forming here. You are asking for what is the concentration. Let's call that X. You don't know how many percent alcohol is that one. Okay, you don't know yet as of the moment. But from here, I think you can see that if you do what we call overall material balance or overall volume balance here, volume balance, OVB, overall volume balance, meaning, what is that? Meaning, from here, meaning what enters is the same as what leaves, right? So if what enters here is 1 liter and at this part is 4 liters, what do you think is the total volume of alcohol that will be produced? Well, most likely you'll be convinced that it must be 4 liters, right? I mean not 4 but 5 liters. So that is what our overall volume balance tells us. That is 5 liters. And now we just need to solve for this X, this unknown concentration of the alcohol that leaves. Now, how do we do that? We can solve for that using what we call salt balance. Okay, what is salt balance? Salt balance is trying to account the salt that enters must also be equal to the salt that leaves. Okay, the salt that enters to our mixer is also the same salt because it's like what comes in will goes out. Okay, that leaves. So how much? How much salt enters here? Well, it is only 50. Why salt? By the way, it's alcohol. Sorry. It must be not salt. Why am thinking about salt? This must be alcohol balance. Okay, alcohol balance. Now, what enters is the same as the alcohol that leaves. So how much alcohol enters this stream? It's 50% of the 1 liter. So that's 0.5 times 1 liter. Okay, how about here? Well, it's 0.25. That's 25% of 4. That's 0.25 times 4 liters. Must be equal to the alcohol that is leaving. In this case, X, assuming it's the mass fraction, the volume fraction of alcohol, X times 5 liters. This is the concentration or the percent or the volume fraction, Now, if you simplify that, this will be 0.5 plus, okay, I will just directly add it in. 0.5 plus, what is 0.25 times 4? That's 1. So that's 1.5, okay? 1.5 liter is equal to X times 5 liters. So what is X from there? Clearly, if you divide both sides by 5, right? Oh, we can 1.5 divided by 5. What is that? Let me see. 1.5 divided by 5. Okay, I do move this one step. The right one. Okay, and I add 0 here. Okay, what is 15 divided by 50? Well, that will be what? 0 first, and I add another 0, and that is what? 3. 3 times 50 is 150. Okay, so that is what? That is 0.3, meaning X is equal to 0.3, or that is equivalent to 30%. Okay, 0.3 is the same as 30%. This is just the decimal representation of 30%. So the answer is, does that make sense? Which I think yes, right? Because you mix 50% alcohol with 25% alcohol. You are expecting the mixture to be between 25 and 50. And the answer will be 30%.